the Greenbrier. Directions below are 2 stories. The event. The events are all out of order. Get a sheet of lined paper, write reproductive system worksheet at the top, then choose one of the 2 stories, A or B, and rewrite it. Begin with the title and your name. Find a topic sentence, begin your paragraph. Put the sentences in chronological order. Make sure the last sentence is good. Concluding statement. Menstrual cycle. Even as a woman, that's just... It travels through the fallopian tube. The ovary releases the ovum. About 2 weeks later, since the lining of the uterus is not needed for a pregnancy, it comes out through the vagina. This is disgusting. See? Lightning agrees with me. It is incredible how the female body knows how to prepare for pregnancy. God willing, I will never have that problem. If the egg doesn't meet a sperm, it dissolves. While the ovum is developed, the lining of the uterus is getting thick and soft. Another ovum starts to develop in one of the ovaries, and the process begins again. An ovum starts to develop. I am produced in the testicles. I go from the vas deferens to the urethra, the life of a sperm cell. I go through the cervix and the uterus into the fallopian tubes in search of an egg cell. I develop for 2 or 3 months in the epididymis. When the penis becomes... I can't read this. I'm sorry. Well, this doesn't seem at all like a reproductive system, so this sounds... The menstrual cycle, a novella. The early morning of September 1st, 1937, Essa Glatt stares out the window of the train as it travels from Vienna back to her home village of Wilem in Poland. As the train rumbles along and the sun rises over the countryside, she can only think of her dear Borisov, the boy she is engaged to wed. Meanwhile, deep within her guts, an ovum starts to develop. Elsa's train approaches its destination. Her heart races. The lining of her uterus is getting thick and soft. Okay, this is disturbing. In the assault by German forces, almost 75% of the people in her hometown are killed. The rest, including Essa and, for a time, Borislav, huddle in a half-destroyed church. He is blind, his legs are missing, bandaged with a torn bedsheet. Essa's eggs will not be meeting a sperm. It dissolves. About 2 weeks later, Boris loses his grip on life. Essa has given up on her rations to keep Boris alive. But in the end, nothing can save him. Since the lining of the uterus is not needed for pregnancy, it comes out through the vagina. Essa vows to survive. She sets off to join the Polish resistance as a daring spy and saboteur. Another ovum starts to develop in one of the ovaries, and the process begins again. It is incredible how the female body knows how to prepare for pregnancy. You know what? You should take some time to read that. That is actually really good. Her younger sister is a damn genius. I would read that. And I learned something, too. Oh man, this is a classy place. That's a bar. Damn sodas.
Now that it's happened, I just can't.
I can't tell what that is, so. Jeez, my dad's a lush.
Keep from feeling blue. Can't get you off my mind. What ends
Right, to inform you that unfortunately Mercury Books will be unable to publish your follow-up to the accidental parish just by the sale.
I'm right here
Sales.
looking at you, honey.
You want
It
to
ain't
have
me,
a
it's my
publication of
shadow.
the second book in
You
hopes
think
that
I
John
sent
Russell's
you
captured.
far
I
away
ain't been
For
nowhere.
sales of the second book have
I
lower than the
thought
first.
you'd stay away
Yes, stewardship of the
from
series
me.
Gotta cut.
But hopeless
It's been a
got
pleasure
me now.
working with you as a publisher.
left
So
your
basically, that is
All around.
I left my trunk in town.
Dad getting drunk because
Yeah.
Thought I killed the craze for you.
ugh, got a need for you. I like that music. Oh. Samantha, please give this to your mother. Janice, thank you for having Danny over to your new home. He has missed having his friend Samantha in the neighborhood very much. Danny asked if he could lend Samantha his Nintendo Street Fighting tape, and I gave my permission. He needs to spend less time with those games anyway. No hurry returning it. Let Samantha know that she is welcome back to our house to visit any time.
When you live in one place your whole life, your next door neighbor is kind of like your default friend. And Daniel only got weirder over the years.
Not for me.
So moving away has been a good excuse to, not see him anymore. But he did always have the good Nintendo games. Maybe I'll give him a call.
Wow, what a bitch. Using your friend, I guess? Using someone just for their Nintendo games, that's pretty sad. Then again, I almost always have the Nintendo games. More soft face! Why do you need so many tissues? Dice! Oh. Dice. Oh. Hi Lonnie, so if you wanted to come over to my house still this afternoon, that would be cool. I can drive. It's kind of far, but I can drive you home too. So hopefully that's fine. Write back and leave this in my locker if you still want to, and we can meet in the parking lot after the 6th, or after 6th. Oh, 6th period, I get it. Yeah, I'm totally in. See you there, and then I'm gonna kick your butt. Get ready. Oh! Got it. Street Fighter. So, they became friends.
So you know what they say about the best laid plans of mice and men? Yeah, turns out it applies to Street Fighter too. At least I worked up the courage to walk into the 7-Eleven and ask for a turn, but all that practice at home did not exactly translate in the wild. So after I was finished getting my butt kicked, I followed them outside while they smoked. And that was when she asked me if I was that psycho house girl. But then she said she's always really wanted to see the psycho house. Her name is Lonnie. She's coming over tomorrow.
So is my surprisingly butch sister a lesbian? If so, I mean, that's cool. I like punk chicks too. But anyway, please, whatever you found, don't tell Mom and Dad. The attic. So apparently, and then please tell Mom and Dad sorry about the stuff that's missing. There's stuff missing? I wouldn't know. I haven't been here for a year. So the attic. How do I get to the... How do I get to the attic? Oh, duh, I haven't been upstairs yet. It's actually quite entertaining. Useless! Controlled burn scheduled for Boone County. Plumes of smoke will rise above the northeastern region of Boone County over the better part of next week as Forestry Service run controlled burn over the overground sections of Flintlock National Forest. Blah 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 blah. In addition to removing dead and overgrown vegetation leading to wildfires in drier months, the operation will serve as a valuable training tool for forest fire senior. Oh. So, my mother is a senior conservationist. And why do I care? Couples bowling, cooking class, couples bowling, ballroom dancing. Okay, so apparently all my mom does is dance and bowl and cook. To aid in the upcoming prescribed burn operation, being transferred to the station with National Forest, effectively see attached personnel file. She's in charge of extra people. Good for her. I do love this house, though. Crazy or not, I would happily. Oh, that's... Ugh. Love thing. Stab cherry. Bomb throwaway. Products, some special. Your fans, Polaroid Baby, Bitch Theme, Richard, Cool, Small, Kiss and Ride, No You Don't. Queenie, you're gonna like this one, for Sam. Okay.
It's weird hanging out with girls.
Yes, it is.
Daniel was around ever since I was little, and other girls? I don't know. But being around Lonnie is like instantly just right. I gave her the grand Psycho House tour and took my revenge on Super Nintendo. And it was like, I don't know, I finally found someone I feel normal around. I drove her home and she gave me this tape and said, "You have got to listen to this." I haven't stopped playing it since.
The fact that you still forbid me from going to the city on my own is frankly absurd compared with Katie, who's only 3 years older than me, and yet you allowed her to go all the way across an ocean to another continent on her own. I just wanted to spend an evening in a normal, totally safe city on my own, like a human being, and since you remember that I have my own car, now you can't really stop me, or Mr. Guards. She's being a teenager. I do find this funny, though. Stop leaving every damn light on in the house, or lighting the house on, you're as bad as your sister. Ooh, I like your style. She is. Do you guys remember when cassette tapes were like the bomb? Ugh.
Fuck you too, cool small.
And let me guess, she didn't take the creative writing scholarship. Between you and I was also encouraged by 2 teachers to take a, well, not take a, but to apply for a scholarship in the arts department, and I didn't do either of them. which sucks because I would have very much enjoyed having my college paid for, but I still don't know what I want. Hey, the Misfits. I still don't know what I want to go for. Several years later. Sucks. Yolanda DeSoto. Oh, Lonnie. Actually, I've observed Mrs. Photo wearing a t-shirt with an unacceptable image on the front, a large beer can labeled Pabst Blue Ribbon. Miss DeSoto sent the guy once. DeSoto was given option her shirt inside out. Change her shirt from gym locker or be suspended for the rest of the day. Miss DeSoto suggested suspension. Her father was called. There was no answer and no answering machine. Miss DeSoto must return this form tomorrow, signed by her father. And I'm assuming she didn't because it... What the... I've seen that picture before.